matchup with the Washington football team.
It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas.
Taken in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw.
He'll fire deep downfield from left.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
Cowboys.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brought down at the 30.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 25-yard line.
10 at the 25-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Dalton here from the gun. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Washington 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Gibson on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Haskins back to the air, and he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. From midfield now, Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Haskins will throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
But it brings up 4th.
Here's the Pro Bowl punter, Tress Way, on to punt for Washington, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. That looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And Gibson decides against bringing it out.
25-yard line.
out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, Haskins. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At his own 49.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. And his throw is incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 2nd and 7, Dalton going to take a shot for Gallup. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Cooper's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
44. There you go.
On 2nd and 12, Dalton. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Devin Smith that time. And it's 3rd down.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
Watch 36 to Mike. 2-by-2. Move. Watch the ship. Watch out.
Play action now, Dalton. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now this is fielded in the end zone, and he's going to be trapped inside his own 5. A very curious decision to bring that one out. So they play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
Haskins from his own end zone slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Jalen Smith tied for 6th in the NFL in tackles last year, in on the stop there.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Dustin Hopkins for the Washington field goal. A 37.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Boys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 30 on second down, Dalton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Check. 48. High. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Let's go, D.
Another try after the first down sack. Dalton, this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10. As opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think the script.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps. But they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No,
and he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Heavy. Hey, go, 368. Watch the twist. Switch it. Come here, switch it.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. It got his man complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. The Zerline now for the PAT. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Cowboys 28, Washington 9.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They'll come out in the pistol. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch 12.
Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
The kick is good.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Gibson on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
8 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in the game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. The give is to Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Check 26, check 26.
Carry now for Elliott. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
A gain of 4 yards.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. But it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. We'll throw by Haskins, complete to McLaurin. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete.
Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington has made this a 1-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play here for the Cowboys. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in the
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
That's taken on the 25. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Love. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
He's across.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 2.
52-93, 44.
From the gun, Dalton. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st down, Pollard. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And the Washington 1st down.
Now Haskins on 1st down. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
56. Here we go, 10. 56. All day, switch gears.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Reuben Foster picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over first.
That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
15.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Buying time to his left. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Haskins going to throw again. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And Washington able to make this a close game again. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Cowboys 35. Washington 30.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
32.
Dalton off play action. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 43. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, here's Love. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Love on the handoff.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
3rd down.
You got time right there. Check 3, check 3. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. 368. No. Jump.
That's out to the left and complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Dalton wants to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Cowboys 42.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Gibson decides against bringing it out.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st down, Washington.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 63 yards. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now.
Makes the score.
Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now Dalton. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now it's Haskins. And now he'll tuck it and run. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
A gain of 15. First down, Washington.
Here we go with Haskins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll give to Elliott. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier. Xavier Woods on the tackle. 5 yards on the play. And
they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Haskins to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's caught by Howard. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. One final shot for Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Give him a show.
Today's final score.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Cowboys, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.